let's start recording. All right. Today we're going to go over timelines. Let me open up Obsidian. I have several bullet points here. Hi. Why is it blurry? Am I missing something? I don't know what's going on. Much better. These are my bullet points. Timelines. I use them in Obsidian a lot. I like studying the Bible, and I like knowing when things happen. For context, there's three timelines, three timeline plugins that I want to talk about. There's a lot of good videos online. We're gonna get off of YouTube and we're gonna go to MarkWhen. Here's the timeline. What I'm waiting for is for somebody to put that into Obsidian, and somebody's doing that, but they haven't really uploaded anything to GitHub. What I envisioned for this is like having all the events of the Bible, and I'm assuming that when they integrate MarkWhen into Obsidian, that we would be able to like have each event be like or connect to a note of some sort. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna talk about timeline. So this is the one that I currently use. It's called Timeline by George Butco. I don't know. And I'm going to put all of the links to everything I have here down in the description for you. And let me show you how I use timeline. I have my this is my Septuagint versus Masoretic text note. This is like when I first started researching about the timeline of everything regarding the Septuagint, because I was kind of curious about it, and when I started looking up, everybody said that the Septuagint was like a myth or something, and I really understand that. So I just I went to the YouTubes and found a video that explained the history pretty well, and laid it out. I kind of made a timeline on that. I can try to find the video. I think I can, because it was fairly easy to find. I'll link the video below for you. This is my timeline. I'm going to show you the coding or the markdown for it, so you can see that it's not really that complicated. I'm going to split it so that you can see the side by side. I'm gonna link it. Where's the link? Where is... Wait, did I actually forget what? Oh wait, am I supposed to? Oh, I'm supposed to do this. The tab. Okay. I was going cuckoo. This is what the coding looks like. This is some like these are properties. This is a key, I think, and this is called a value. These are all my tags for the file. They're just basically listing off important words for data purposes and sorting purposes and the graph view and etc. etc. You know what tags are about. The markdown syntax thing starts with this right here. It's those aren't apostrophes. They're the thing all the way in the corner. I haven't slept. I have not slept at all. I've been up for 2 days. 2 days. Time. Walk on video. I got you. It's not this. Well, it's definitely not that, because those are quotation marks. It's not that. Those are not quotation marks. They're just really close together. And they look like this thing. Oh, it looks like an eyebrow with a face. Those 3 dash thingies, and that right there. followed by a date with the colon, the title with the colon, and then I have some stuff here which looks like that on the other side. So it's pretty straightforward. The reason that it has HTML next to the date, the title, the date and the title is because I like colors. It separates it better so that I can tell the difference, and it makes it prettier. Another reason too. That was pretty straightforward. If I go down, you'll kind of see. And I think I can add an image if I wanted to. So if I do this, and I think maybe I just add a picture here, and that like I have to put embed. So if I put a picture here anywhere on this chart or timeline, it'll show up. Maybe let's say I want to move it over here. I haven't really experimented with adding images into the timeline, but I didn't really need to. Yep, works great. This is not what I was looking for when I was looking for timelines. I'm kind of looking for something more like the MarkWhen thing, where I can add events, and it's not like just this whole coding thing per se, just where it's more, I don't know how to describe it. Well, for one, I like the idea of the horizontal timelines. So that I like better than having it this way. So you see how it has like the 00, that's for like the year 0, and then 70 AD and everything. That's all typed out. I would love it if I could just like add the actual dates instead of how like writing it out and having it mean nothing. I don't know if that makes sense. It doesn't it's not like data that I can use somewhere else. It's essentially just text which I could use as data, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm kind of looking for something more advanced and with more data abilities, whatever. So the last plugin, we go to there, now we go there, and then all you gotta do, well, you go to settings, you click browse, and then you go to timelines, timlims. My computer's having it something. So see, it's the one right here, timeline by George Butco. You just click on it, you install it, you enable it, and then you could use the codes that they have here, and then kind of replace the code with some of your text or whatever information you want to put on it, just to test them out and play around with them and stuff. There's more settings over here, and you could change the color if you make a CSS file, and then change the color right here. There's that. So the last one is a little bit more complicated. That's why I guess I kind of saved it for last, because it's really complicated. That one is April's automatic timelines, I think. I'm gonna close these two. Yep, I'm still studying Gnosticism. Right here. Alright, so the last one is April's automatic timelines. And that one's more complicated, I said. That's why I wrote learning curve, because there's a big learning curve. At least for the first, at least when you first like try to use it. I actually don't use it because of this reason. Because I can't for the life of me figure it out. I don't know if it's because I have too many plugins in my Obsidian, or it's because I don't know how to use it correctly, but it doesn't want to work. I think it's because I have too many plugins. And I do have too many plugins, but I don't want to delete them. So it's either timelines or all my plugins just have to be destroyed. And I choose life. Bye bye timelines. But for this video, we're gonna say hello timelines, and we are going to use it. Surprisingly, it works. When I tested it out and I was trying to use it initially on my vault, it wasn't working. But for the video, it is working. What a time. And I'm going to close the Valdi because you're taking up all my computer speed space. And my computer no go fast, it go very slow. Alright. Cool thing, I think I found out about this today. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. That the April's automatic timelines plugin lets you add BC dates. And it doesn't let you do this right off the jump. You have to kind of like add something in the settings for this to for you to be able to do this. And then after you do it, you'll be able to add the year negative 200 0, and that's like, what is that, 100 the first century or second century BC to year 0. I don't know what they called it. Were they calling it year 0 back then? I have no idea. All right, so we're gonna look at the BC dates. I'm gonna click on that, and we are here. So these are the BC dates right here. See the BC dates right here. This is what I was talking about, from -345 to 000, and then that's the first thing on the timeline. It's I'm trying to keep my eyes open. My eyes. All right, guys. Good night. Shalom. I'm recording this the next day. I've slept, so I'm not on 2 days of sleep, and I've found out a little bit more about April's automatic timelines. Well, first of all, I'm going to show you this on a vault that's not my own, without the plugin. We're going to scrap all the plugins, and we're going to use the emptier vault, not mine, because it's all cluttered. We don't want to show you on that one. We want to show you it on a new, clean vault that's not crazy with plugins. That's what we're gonna do. And I've already set it up here with my tutorial vault. I'm going to show you an example of what you can do with April's automatic timeline plugin. And I'm not going to show you with the sample vault that she provides on GitHub. I'm going to redo everything, like add events and like change it up so you can see how it is while it's being used. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a folder called events, like I had it before. After that, we're going to add a note called Passover, because that's what I'm using. This timeline plugin, not password. My mind is in one place and my mouth is in another. Passover. Since we're doing Passover, let's also do first fruits. Now, let me. Oh, I can't do it yet. I have to set it up first. I was trying to zoom in. The fantasy calendar, that comes with problems, and that's why mine isn't working correctly, because the fantasy calendar is messing it up, I believe. So I decided to put it here and turn it off and go without the fantasy calendar enabled. These are the different keys that we have to add to our events. We don't have to add all of them, but there are a couple of important ones that we do need to add, like the start date and the render enabled one. Zooming in. Now we're going to go to File Properties. We're going to add a property. We're adding the start date, title, the body, the picture, and then the tag. So I'm going to add tags. Let me look at notes. Obsidian. I definitely have it on there. So I'm looking on my phone right now because that's where I have like the my Obsidian files. I'm just looking. All right. It's in month 7. Day 10 is what it says. What we're going to do is check the date format of, move that over here. We're going to go next, next year, month, day, month 7, day 10. So it was month 7. Oh snap. The thing is that I didn't check the other date. 115? 114. 0000, just because I don't know the year exactly. 1.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord! Where are you going?
It's very easy. It's very easy to add tags on Obsidian. Now I'm going to add the other stuff, which is the we're going to add the event title, event body, and then the event picture. We're gonna move this one over here. Actually, we're gonna move that one over here. Passover. And I like adding aliases to my thingies. So I'm gonna put my brain Pesach. Yes, it's also called Pesach. You can also customize it. You can add like a whole bunch of things, like if you want to add verses that are related to it. Exodus, that I would put on top of there. I always put like the tags at the bottom. Now we can add the event body, would be here. So we added like the verses, we added tags. Now we add the event body. Just like a quick sentence about Passover. There's a verse, Exodus, and it should probably paste on here. I copied it from my phone. Okay, it doesn't work. Thank you. Finally did it. All right, that's my event body. That's Exodus 13:16. And it shall be for a token upon thine hand, and for frontlets between thine eyes, for by strength of hand Lord brought us forth out of Egypt. And that's for Passover. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Let's split right so we can see it side by side. We're gonna copy and paste. Come on, it's playing with me. Why does this work so flawlessly on mine, but then everything else doesn't work out correctly? I don't understand. Well, that worked. Now we add first fruits, just fruits first, and we're gonna put that up here. Versus, don't know any, I don't think. Oh, I forgot we need to add the render enabled. We're gonna do that right now. Right here, ATT render enabled, and it's going to, checkbox is going to appear. You're gonna make sure that that box is checked. So same with this one. I'm gonna make sure it's checked. I put it up here usually just to make it easier. So this one doesn't have the event body. That one does. We're just gonna leave that one empty, just so you can see what happens. We're gonna add some intense fruit. I don't have any, but I do have stuff for Passover. We're going to install Bible references plugin that lets you add Bible verses to Obsidian. I'm going to install that real quickly. The way you do it is -Exodus 6. Exodus. Where's all my plugins? I'm not used to not using Obsidian, my plugins. Like when I need to do something real quickly, it's just like, where's everything? Oh, is it playing? Alright. Yeah, this is that's how I feel when I don't have my stuff. It's just like I'm shut down. I gotta install something that will help me like quickly do stuff. So I'm gonna go to community plugins, browse, C menu, click it, press install. Going to install it for me. I just hope this plugin thing doesn't get out of hand on the tutorial alt. I'm gonna try not to. I won't let it happen. I'm gonna try. So we're going to go ahead and enable that. And now I have my little, let's just wait until that happens. I should be back. So you guys can see my menu down there. Oh, right there. It has the bold thing right here. So I'll be able to quickly bold whatever I had over here. Highlight it. Press my bold button. Out. Burdens. Boom. Bondage. Boom. Redeem you. And everything's looking dandy. We need to add one more thing to these thingies. Oh, great timing. Great timing. You got my mind call. I forgot that I needed to add the timelines. I think I'll just add feast, copy, paste. Say I want to add the timeline somewhere over here in a note called Moedim. So I'll take that and then I'll put it right here. We're going to add Moedim to this event here, there, and we're also going to add the other one. This is the Passover one, and add it to the first fruits event note Moedim to the Moedim note over here. We're going to take this away, and we're going to put Moedim. Go to reading mode, and now we have our two notes right here. The events with the event title and the body. The first fruits note doesn't have a body. If I put something in here, you'll see that I typed this out and it came out right here. But if I take this off, it's going to display whatever I have down here inside of the note instead of what's in the metadata. It's that the start date missing thing. I don't know how this is the issue I have with April's automatic timelines. I don't know why it shows up like that. Right now we are adding the BC and the AD dates. So before Christ and Anno Domini, which is the year of the Lord in Latin or Spanish or whatever. I just know what it means in Spanish. Yes. Alright, so let me zoom in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're adding this under the year. We go to add additional formatting, and under here we're going to put BC B.C. and we're going to add a condition to evaluate. Oh, we already did that. And this is for less than 0. So the dates that are less than 0, the number 0, that's what's going to be counted as a BC date. And now we're going to add another one for AD here. And we're going to add a condition to that. And that's anything that's greater than 0 is going to be AD. And then going to next.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord! Where are you going?
Skibbity yes. I don't understand why it does that. Tryout does not resolve. What does that mean? I'm gonna have to figure that out before I move forward. The BC dates, if you want to put first century, you would put like -50, -70, -90, stuff like that. No, you want to hide the negative sign, or at least I want to. Start date is missing. Then what would I have to do to make it so that it's not missing? If we figure out how to do this, this is useful for stuff like this. Like if you wanted to lay out all the feasts, all the Moedim in your notes, and you want to have your separate notes for each Moedim, and then have like an outline of how they're ordered throughout the year, and like which one is first, and then which second, third, fourth. And you can have this going with the fantasy calendar, and then have your Abib being the first month, and then March being the last month. And you can like have your own little Hebrew calendar in your Obsidian going. It's cool because you can just like add your notes, and if you're doing a study where it's somewhere in the Bible it says this happened in this month, and you'll be able to add events according to that, and then be able to like it'll automatically add to a timeline if you add like a tag to it, and then like have the tags automatically add to the timeline. But like the possibilities are endless. You could also make a template with these tags and everything, the properties, and then just like be able to like automatically add these things into your notes, to your vault. You can go so deep with the studies if you figure out how to use this correctly. That's that. I was glad I was able to like, add more to the April's timeline thing. I still don't know how to deal with that start date missing thing. I don't even know if I'm doing the start date correctly. I was trying to do it all the ways that I knew, but I guess I just don't know. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you found it useful. If you want to download the plugins, make sure you find the links down below. If you have any questions about the plugins, just make sure to ask them down below, and I'll try my best to answer any questions that you may have. You can also request videos in the comments too regarding Obsidian and Torah study. Also, you can make requests to the setapart.top website for worksheets or any material that you need for homeschooling. Just let me know. Just send that form, sign that form, send it in, and I will try my best to create the worksheet for you guys. So that's all I have for this video. Shalom.